A lot of monks. The monk reward supposed to be good. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's cute. God, I fucking off tabs again. What? Can't reach her. No boy. No boy. Oh, that's the twins' dad. I thought I was out of that. Let's go fight. I didn't mean to do that. I forgot to get tissue when I was upstairs. Press sprint. Ouch. Was I not standing right freaking next to him? trust me. Okay. Chilling, dude. A new expansion. Vibing. Hit level 100, which is insane. Bye. My gauge is gonna hit the bricks. Man, that's reading.
It's not opening.
Shale, can you see to the lock? Just a moment.
Do we beat the game yet? Not yet. Bless you, thank you. Bless you, thank you.
Follow the passage inside and you'll come to an elevator. It'll take you to the 11th level.
Right. Let's keep moving.
The 11th level, just below the summit.
Look! Soul cells. This is where they're kept.
What? Then these are all...
Indeed. Many died in the attack. Their souls would have been processed and transported here for storage. Or so I had expected.
A soul cell is supposed to light up green when loaded, isn't it? Yet the light is out on most of these.
Don't tell me he's already used them up! That's why he cut down one of his own. For the regulator! Who's there?
Alphino and Yishtar. Tola and Justinian too!
Lest you wonder, all is well in Terral. The enemy has withdrawn, freeing us up to come and lend you a hand.
Yippee!
The backroom crew gave us a briefing. No rest for the righteous as usual, eh?
The idea of empowering oneself with souls is rather reminiscent of void-sent practices. I should be keen to learn more about the process, after more pressing matters have been resolved.
I believe I speak for everyone when I say I'm glad you're here. As you'll have heard, the Alexandrians have suffered heavy casualties. We must stop Zoralja before it gets any worse.
I thank you for coming with me this far, my friends. And I ask you to lend me your strength one last time. Together, let us defeat Zoralja and safeguard the future of Tulihuala.
And here is where I must excuse myself. Come back in one piece. You hear me?
We will. Every one of us.
A void tear?
What in the world is that?
It couldn't be.
A void gate, not tear.
It's enormous.
Aye. It dwarfs even the ones Aromas opened.
That is no void gate. It doesn't lead to the 13th.
Then...
Yes. In all likelihood, it's a portal to yet another reflection.
What number we
By the
going
12.
to?
To think that realities being fused together was only the beginning.
The speculation must wait. He's here.
The rates she's always creating portals. What? The fuck?
There is a limit to how much ether a living being can harbor while retaining its physical form. Zoralja has far exceeded that limit. With the souls he has absorbed, he has attained power to rival even a king among Voidsent, but at a terrible cost.
12 have mercy.
Here and now.
How it vexes when you call me brother. Brother, blood heir, resilient son. Who am I? What is my path? Why was I born?
I am Wuklamat, vow of resolve of Tulihyolo. And you are Zorolja, king of resolve of Alexandria. For the last time, we fight. For duty. For blood. For everything.
Yes, we fight. Hold nothing back. This multitude of souls I shall burn to the last mote. I will kill you and prove the miracle. I will prove that I am Father's true successor.
Anyway, I can multitask. Oh. Restores only HP of all nearby party members. Can only be executed under refulgent lux. Oops. Huh. If I get 4 more Aether Currents in the first place, then I can fly there. If I were an Aether Current, where would I be at? Damn, I fell all the way down. Why has the music stopped? The cabra.
Come at me with your all. I will make you kneel.
Oh, okay. Sure you will.
Let the victor's reign be sanctioned by the blood of the fallen. I need more power. Is this my weakness given shape? Down with you!
I thought you already did it. Oh.
No limits will bind me! Be gone, along with my pitiful past.
Phase 2.
I'm the worthy king. There is no miracle. This is my path. I trust only in myself. It's mine, the ultimate power. This power is proof of my authority.
Out in. Got it.
Creation yields to my command.
Yo, Garina. Yo, standing under the healer. Help me.
My will resonates within reality.
So maybe here, maybe? I don't know. Am I dead? Okay. We need to do this cases. What are you doing? I don't know what's happening here. We're going to strike. That's going that way, that's going that way. This first path is safe.
Light my blades.
That one's going far, this one's going close. This is a split, safe spot, yes? This is a safe spot.
All is mine to make and unmake.
Circuit. Okay. Oh shit, it was enter. URLB tree.
Mine is the power.
Thanks for that. No weakness for me. Yeah, I'm not sure I heard it.
Mine is a path. Glory my blades.
This here, that there, that there. I trust Hive Mind. It's here. It's here.
No mercy.
Ouchie. Oh. Oh. Why am I standing here next to the tanks? What's going on first? How do you know? Well, I got a healer. I grabbed the Astro. Outer back side, left side, outer left side. I mean inner left side. Got it. Rezzer's down! Guardian down! Guardian down!
Mine is the power.
Shit's good. Hey. Egg. I ate an egg.
This power is proof of my authority.
Okay. I trust these people.
No mercy. Evade that.
LB3. Oh, please. Oh, please, LB3.
No mercy.
Alright. Prioritize the Astro. Got it.
This power is proof of my authority.
Folks, I forgot to give us the bases. Man, my bad.
Creation yields to my command.
How did she die over there? That's unlucky.
Mine is a path.
What's this? This is a trial. It's a text here. Maybe just Yeah, I'll trust you guys. My back hurts. You have like a second head nub? What the fuck? My back hurts.
Brother.
Still breathing.
So, it is to be defeat.
We should be taking breaks, gotta stretch. Excellent. I've been up a few times. He's just a little baby guy. Just a baby
Father,
guy.
is that you?
Why do you weep?
Because it hurts. Because I don't understand why it had to be this way. Why don't I know you? Why didn't you want me?
How could I be a father when my own spurned me? He left me nothing. No throne. No legacy. Nothing. And so, I had nothing to leave you.
Look, Optimus Prime. It's not true.
Why does that matter?
That too. Oh, Pepe
Couldn't
hands
you
to the
have
baby.
just been there?
Oh.
You ask a lost man for the way. I do not presume to call you mine, nor do I desire anything of you. Would I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow? It is yours to embrace or spurn. I walked the path of ruin. Unable to surpass Father.
You think Papa left you nothing? You goddamned fool! You have the one thing he couldn't leave anyone else. You and Galulcha.
It's not over.
Queen Beam?
Don't let her take the goblet. Guys, get the goblet!
Zoralja is gone. There's no need to fight anymore.
Guys, she's still evil, guys.
Sphene? Why are you here?
I wanted to express my gratitude to you all for vanquishing the King of Resolve and delivering my people. And to express my regret for what I've done to yours.
Your apologies won't bring back our dead or lessen your guilt. Still, to strike you down in revenge would trigger all-out war between our nations. More innocents would suffer.
Guys, get the
Even if we
goblet.
cannot be friends right now, we need to find a different path forward. A way that Tuliholal and Alexandria can coexist.
I fear that can never be.
What do you mean?
There is no other path for us. It's too late. I cooperated with Zoralja because I needed the life force yielded by the slain to sustain the Endless. Of course, the king betrayed me, and with his army defeated, that plan can no longer be realized. But I can't. I won't fail my people. Be they possessed of flesh or no, all of them are dear to me.
Nobody's listening to me about the goblet on the floor. Enemy Part 2.
If there is something I can do for them, as their queen, I must do it.
Hear me, Sphene. We appreciate your commitment to serving the Alexandrians and have endeavored to understand your beliefs. Be that as it may, you must know it's wrong to sacrifice our living to save your dead.
I see. It's because you do not know them that you believe they're dead.
No, it's because they're dead that we believe that they're dead.
They're not. So long as they are remembered, they shall never die. You understand, don't you? No matter what anyone may say, I refuse to believe that Kafkila's is a hollow existence. That she can simply be allowed to fade away.
Your Majesty.
I am the bearer of the memories of Queen Sphene of Alexandria, and my desire to protect my people transcends all others. For them, I will do anything. No price is too high.
Seven hells.
What is it?
There exists a legend in Alexandria. In ages past, faced with a calamity in their world, a clan of people used a singular power to flee to ours. The key which manifests this power answers to fervent desires. Desperate, all-consuming supplications that have given rise to many a miracle. That key holds the secret to interdimensional fusion, and unraveling its mysteries was the foremost mission of the scientists of preservation. Alas, they failed to fully grasp its workings, leaving us with only partial control over it. Nevertheless, if I'm to sustain the inhabitants of living memory, I have no choice but to call upon its power.
And do what with it?
For hundreds of years I tried, but it was all to no avail. My benevolence did naught to protect my realm. But I can still take up arms and fight. If bloodshed will save my subjects, then I will become history's most brutal queen.
think that was bad news. Oh, guys, it's almost like I was yelling for somebody to grab the goblet. Well, Sphinx projected herself into the machine. Her mother controlled hers remotely, but to me they appeared identical in their existence. Both were inorganic objects, sufficed with a faint amount of ether. Diffuse with, I don't know. When that ether faded, it became lifeless husk. And as we saw this happen, both the moment the portal closed, she was operating her vessel from the reflection beyond. But none of her friends and acquaintances here remember her then. What if I just dot? Last time my mother said she fooled us all. Everyone does not seem to think of them in that way. She'll do anything to protect them. They're just plundering ether from the source. The source. Sirolja had his own agenda that spoiled the plan. Once she requests the key, you target other reflections without our interference. Reflections whose people have no idea what she's willing to do. People of the source are not the only ones in danger. We must stop her. I have to go where she's gone. I want to talk to her again. Perhaps we'll find her mom as well. If the gate closed, we need to find an alternate means of passage. I will look into it. What number are we gonna go to? Again, if I investigate this place, there will be clues to what lies beyond. Let me help. Do I need me to do anything at all? Okay, Pookie. Don't worry. Knowledge and expertise will be most welcome. Oh, hey, poor mom. If the investigation will take time, perhaps you'd like to head back below, get some rest. Maybe we do need to share these develops with the people in the back rooms as well. The back room. Can we like leave this dome? Just give me 20 minutes outside the dome. I don't feel safe in here. Well, this is not what I meant. Pasta. Oh. Alpaca pasta. That's kind of sad. Look at the tacos. My back. You know, such a day would come by. I wish we could at least say goodbye. You knew then that she was already gone? We did, we all did. Her verbatim from saying anything she wanted to tell you herself when the time was right. I expect she was torn over how to reveal the truth to Aaronville. I don't think anyone could blame her for keeping quiet. But tell me, how are the people feeling? Have they forgotten Zeralja already? They still remember him. I wonder if this might be the result of the gate at the summit being closed. If they're unaware of the developments, they'll be relieved to hear that the king has been defeated. At the same time, they're like to panic if they learn the queen has disappeared. Now that Dio's making contact with various government bodies, probably best to keep it all under wraps for a time. Okay, once we resolve matters, I'll explain everything to the people. Consider it my duty. What about mechanical for me? What's become of them now that he's gone? About that. At the time we suspect wait, what? At the time we suspect that the girl Zeralja's past, the king's authority appears to have been transferred to the little baby man. Little baby man. His little face, he's so cute. You just gave complete authority to a baby. While coordination is required to make it official for the moment, the system recognizes him as his father's successor. I don't want this. I don't want to be king. Aw, but you can be king, little baby man. Not a decision you have to make right away, but given the authority, given that the authority comes with the command of the army, you can't give it up lightly either. You can think on it later. For now, I want you to hold on to it. What your father's left you. If you say so. Oh, little baby man. Oh, you're so little. Oh, little tiny guy. Are you alright? Huh? What can I... But everything that's happened, all the terrible things my brother did, I still don't know how to feel towards him. What's wrong with me? That's normal. Think so? I'll take your word for it. But now we have things under control. Why not return it to Julio and rest up while the others handle investigation? It'd be nice to get the fuck out of this dome. Let me out. I think I'll do that. It'd be good to see how things are at home. Catch up with Kona. And the two of you come too. Will everyone hate me? No, little baby. Oh my god, you're so cute. What the fuck? Of course not. They may be a little unsure at first, but I'll set them straight. I want to introduce you to Kona. It's a new family. Really? Oh, he's so tiny. Really? As if you're fine with it. I am. Aw, tiny man. Let's be off. We'll head directly to the palace. Oh my god, freedom.
You are returned! Wait there! I'm coming down! Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome?
So my brother is gone. Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Hey, Kona!
Namachi, is this boy perhaps...
This is Zorolja's son, Gululja.
I see. Time did flow differently inside the dome. If he is our brother's child, then... Gululja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
You'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Gululja.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Oh, he's so cute. The boy is so cute.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle.
It's so cute.
But simply Kona will do.
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course. But for now, I want to make one thing clear. Gululja is his own person. He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zorolja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Gululja as you would any child, with kindness.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
So true.
Yes, the vow of resolve speaks true.
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Plume Post. Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
Brother. Oh, brother. Weenie, weenie. He's so cute. But you might not be my nephew by blood, but our family to the end will always be there to help each other. Isn't that right? Right. Wow, he's so cute. It's Loxi, after everything we've been through together, we're already as good as family. What do you mean, what? My family has married, don't you think? Well, let's head back. Head into the barracks. Kona's like, bro, what am I, fucking chopped liver? Well, glad I can hear what happened in the dome. Sorry the bear such a heavy burden. Don't be something I had to do. It's your ingenious strategy that kept Tuliola safe. Asking to roll with me was definitely one of my better ideas. Because we all fought as one that could repel the invaders. Yeah, it was only with the aid of Ritra and his kin. Elvenal and Estinian initiating for us are able to swiftly forge an alliance through odds at Han. Dragon appears in our skies. I felt that this was it. To you had envisioned. Yo, our new allies a great debt. I hope one day we can pay them. Not to tell me I wish you could think of in person. Because you told me as much, but you still have work to do, yes? Yeah, we have to prevent a calamity. We need to find the crazy lady that I never trusted to begin with. Turn our people so that her on my live. As I was reaching at her deeds, I realized something. Because Tuliola say doesn't mean I can ignore what becomes of. Oh my god. Ignore what becomes of Alexandria. That's the kind of thinking led to the conflict in the old days. I want to help them live in peace and happiness. The only way to do that is to stop her. Or what stops me from walking her path? Bro, good luck. Very well. Just promise me you will take care. I promise. I don't anticipate this. I still can't help but to worry. I'm sorry to have to go away again so soon. Even setting aside being aside some around people maybe among the unless I can't just sit around and leave everything to the others. Understand? That matters here. Well in hand, so do what you must. I need for us, our nation, our family. I fear I can never express sufficient gratitude, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. So let's hang back. Their hosties found a way to pursue Speen. Okay. Apologies for the wait. If you're all here, then that means I believe we found a way to travel to the reflection where she's retreated. Which reflection is it? What number are we going to? But you're providing 8 to installation 9, so I haven't heard the details myself. Start from the beginning, please. Seems like a part that would be voice acted, huh? First fiends on words. The gate at the top of Everkeep was opened and closed by the power of the interdimensional fusion. And it was this artifact known as the key that allowed her to control it. According to Kitaram, the key was brought with me to the source 20 years ago. It was kept a safe place in the palace until its theft by Zerlja, who used it to fuse a portion of our world within this reflection. Anyway. Following his demise, Fiend claimed the key and disappeared through the gate. Where exactly did the gate lead? Seeking answer, we looked at another look at the Organics? A startling discovery. As you all know, there should have been one more level at the summit of Everkeep. 12th level, the King's Resolve Royal Abode. Yeah. Right, but when you actually went there, you saw it didn't exist. What? Curious, we analyzed Organics logs to see where the memories of God. Where the memories of the party were being sent, where it should be, but through the gate. And where it should be, but through the gate to the missing 12th level. The level alone was laying outside the fused region, so it was left behind. That means the reflection which she went to was her own. Okay, so she went back home. Why? Intentionally? She has returned there to join the memories of her departed citizens. As the key lies with her on the other side, we haven't the means to reopen the gate. Why don't we just go back in the City of Gold, right? I mean, I thought that we already knew she had gone home, or at least it seemed obvious to me. What I want to know is how do we pursue her if the gate's closed? It's another gate, just so happened we know where one is. All evidence suggests that the gate there leads to the world whence the Alexandrians came from. I mean, that's true. How do we open it? Let's go look. So we shall find out using the code in this hearing. As you recall, Kryle's hearing is in fact a data storage device. Analysis of it yielded a code, something used to control a contraption, a very large one at that. Given the circumstances of Kryle's arrival to the source, we believe it is said that the contraption is the gate to the Golden City. Timidly as an educated guess, we are quite hopeful it will work. You made such progress in a short time. You really are amazing. Couldn't have done it alone. The credit must go to the members of Oblivion for acquiring the information we needed, Sheila especially. And then seems the plan is set to Sky Deeps in it. Oh, you're going with us, little guy? We're letting the baby go with us? Okay. Oh, I wish it would have teleported me. Before setting forth. You're gonna give her the thing? I thought to save to later. In light of recent developments, I feel the time is now. What are you trying to give me? I have something for you. Please come with me to Bayside Bevy. Okay. Alright, okay. What's that? The hunt! I need an allergy pill. Oh, it's a small book, kinda. I like the wraps. And you go, can you ready for anything? Let's head to the place. As this is presently restricted from my orders, I shall accompany you. No, 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 no. These robes are cute, actually. Not so bad, not so bad. Deep white mage stuff. White mage fit's not bad at all. Well, I could get the scholar stuff, but it's not worth. I'm not gonna use it. I want to at least see the next area.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive. Krile, try holding your earring to the terminal.
No luck. Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Galulja, would you give it a try? Me? If the King's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
Oh, he's such a cutie patootie.
The earring. It really was.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Galuljar can open the gate, then so too can Sveen close it. 'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Shall I remain as well?
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you are not unfamiliar, as I recall.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wooklamart, Kryl, and Erenville are given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I. Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
What's wrong? Are you joking here?
It's fine. Really. Mostly. Just don't let her bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
It is done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
Beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Fiend's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it... The unlost world.
Sure.
Right. Let's go.
Whoa. It is gold.
How to describe the sheer amazement we felt when we emerged on the other side of the portal? I fear words do not do it justice.
Whoa.
Before us was a vibrant world where the memories of the departed abided and reveled in bygone days. Living memory, or so the Endless called it. How they laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams, alive in all perceivable ways, yet knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise. The words rose unbidden to my lips. All this time, it was here, the city of gold.
Holy shit. What the fork? Oh my god. Fire, arrow, wind, and fire. Got it. This is crazy. This is crazy work here. What Ascian did this? Or fucked this, I guess. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Glory set into a giant legend. Whichever reflection this may be would seem the barrier between here and the source is thin. What? Whichever reflection this may be, it would seem the barrier between here and the source is thin and Yaktel. Okay. That will explain the giant's visions and the location of the gate. Maybe the volcano over there. You don't suppose it's real, do you? Actual volcano spewing forth lava in the middle of the city. I'd like to see that. Hey, you never know. Path down there. Let's see where it goes. This is beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, I hope we get to know the number before the next expansion. Shit, I don't want to wait till the next expansion to find out which number it is. Oh. Whee. Wow. This is so cool, so pretty. Strange. I've never been to this place before. It somehow makes me feel nostalgic. And like Everkeep with all its advanced technology, it's brick and stone like we traveled in the past. Differences may be more superficial than you think. Take a good look at the buildings around us. Electric everywhere along with myriad contraptions. Also, this building, this looks like the old town that was underwater. Like how Sphene projects her image onto soldiers, I believe this city's appearance is artificial. Either is identical to the one that Everkeep is not. This suggests this place is Alexandrian. That would seem a fair assumption in light of all this. Could this city, could this city be, what could it be the city's Everkeep's missing 12th level? Welcome, friends, welcome. Who are you? My name is Constancy, like you, I am endless. We have been recreated from memories of those who have exhausted their souls, the departed, in other words. Great effort is taken to ensure the integrity of your memories, so it will feel no different from when you were flesh and blood. Caretaker here, live in memory in the city of Endless. It is my pleasure to provide guidance to newcomers such as your good selves. Even less at a glance, there seems to be many different facilities. What kind of place is this? Simply put, it is a recreational attraction. The city is divided into 4 areas, each of which captures scenery that once defined our continent. Okay. This way we can ensure what is lost is not forgotten. All that precious memories endure forevermore. All that precious memories endure forevermore. In Everkeep's early days, this place was used by the living, but it was made into a haven for the Endless hundreds of years later. Now then, if you follow me, I shall give you a guided tour. You take care, as wildlife brought here for preservation room freely. Well, in a moment. Well, tour would be interesting. It's Sphene we've come to visit. We wish to meet the Queen. In that case, you're in luck. Just announce Her Majesty will enter a slumber, but there's still time. Try calling to her before the Mace Eternal at the center of the city. She will likely appear. I'm not sure how things work here, but let's go to this terminal. Okay, thank you. Take up the tour next time. Look forward to it. Good luck seeking out Her Majesty. Um,
Sven? Are you there? If you are, say something. We need to talk. Sven.
That you should come here.
I haven't known you long, Sven, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this. I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed. But the endless only grow in number, and ever more life forces needed to sustain them. Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world.
Fucked up.
From your people. And with the key, we will have it.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others? All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Sven, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose, places to which our hearts belong.
Lamachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations. But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, our futures had already been written. The kind and gentle Queen Sven was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. I will erase all memories of the living Sven, she who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria. A devourer of worlds.
Olive?
When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you?
Hello? What the fuck are you doing? Be quieter. Make less racket.
I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Speak! She's gone. So we're in sight. As she's taken other recent arrivals on a tour. Looking for someone, are you? Who's just here earlier for loading? You, Mom! Everyone, you made it here, I knew you would. What do I think it is? This is the first time you're seeing me into the reveal flesh, isn't it? It's yours then. See who's controlling that unassuming machine. That was a bit much, wasn't it? Ignore me. That's true. You hear that means. I had to tell you so many times, but my courage always failed me. Indeed, I'm an endless. Happened for quite a while now. What happened? Are you gonna stop saying yes? I can help you with that. I have a request to make. Oh, you wanna stop her then? Oh, there are no guarantees. You come here and makes it a distinct possibility. As my wish is relevant towards your mission, when you hear me out, you can decide what to do afterwards. In the beginning, we need to head to a different area. It's entry on the bring horses to the zip line. Zip line, what is that? A fun little mode of transport. I don't see much use here, so we endless can teleport freely with a living memory. This particular line will take you to a zone called Canaltel. I'll be waiting for you there. Oh, poor Angel. Poor everyone. Just fucked up. Someone else, remove the gloomy faces. Being alive, you're the only ones who can do this. So we won't have a better opportunity than now. Well, Tween is busy preparing to initiate interdimensional fusion. Trong, you sacrifice others to sustain the endless. This I firmly believe. But talking to you right now, you seem as real as any of us can. Oh, what? As real as any of us. If you need an answer right away, I don't know if I can give it. The reason we need to act so soon is, as you just said, it's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain us. Remember, we need life force. Other forms of ether don't cut it. At the beginning, we managed our number with ether of those who died in the barrier, but as our numbers grew, there began to be a shortage. That's why Sween looked to other sources. Even the ether I'm composed of may have come from the victims and the attacker in Tuliola. Can't bear that thought. Can't bear it to exist because someone died. Probably feel the same way if we were in your shoes, but what exactly are you asking us to do? Each island there's an enormous data storage device called a terminal. That's where our memories are kept. These are the jobs here. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy you, Butterfinger guy. I guess he's just called the Chocoporo now. Shut down the terminal, the memories within will disappear, along with the endless created from them. Does this need to be done now? Can't we stop Sween first and then take it from there? It's precisely in order to stop Sween that must be done now. Our own memories are stored within the mesoterminal, which stands at the heart of living memory. As you would expect, the terminal's defenses are extremely tight, but it has its moments of vulnerability, such as when it has just finished with calculations, which can exploit to shut down from within. While we wait for that opening, we erase the endless. Once we are gone, Sween will no longer have a reason to plunder ether from other worlds. Sween will simply allow us to shut down the terminals. In preparation for the fusion, the Mesa terminal is currently performing massive calculations while gathering energy. Even though the system notices us, they cannot easily suspend the process. Rather than doing so, I believe it will attempt to accelerate the timetable and bridge the worlds before the plan can be thwarted. It wouldn't be a decision Sween would wish to make, but at least she would be able to save those who are stored in the Mesa terminal at least. Sensing your strategy and resolving stop Sween, we had to anticipate that it might come to this, but to actually talk about erasing the endless is difficult. You didn't feel any guilt. No matter how lifelike we seem, the endless are but fastest smiles. Seen this word before? Don't think I know the pronunciation. Similes? Oh, the similes. Okay, sure, whatever. Created from memories. Oh, whoops. What did I just click on? Whoops. The stabbing scene requires you shut down the missile terminal, which sustains all of us. Sooner or later, it will need to be done. For to be erased, let it be before more people come to harm. Living, breathing people with futures they deserve to experience. But I don't want you to go. Oh. Is there another way? I'm afraid not. I spent years scouring reservations records, but found nothing. It's truly a bothersome system they've created. I don't want you to go. I appreciate the thought. We can't afford to miss this chance. Will you do this for me, will you? We will do let's go. Okay, wow. Thanks for letting me cycle through all of the options. Thank you for respecting my wish. As a personal request, while our actions cannot be condoned, I ask that you afford Queen Sphene a measure of understanding. Know that she didn't herself choose to become an endless. It was the preservation that made that choice for her. She's powerless to resist her purpose. What do you mean? The Sphene you know is an ideal that the preservation brought to life. Harnessing the love of the living Sphene bore for people, they brought forth an eternal queen whose primary directive is to preserve the endless. But as you know, the endless consume Aether. Sphene was compelled to find ways to procure it, and that compulsion has driven her to resort to interdimensional fusion. She's a primal of sorts. Are you telling me the original Sphene wouldn't have chosen this? What the Queen might have done, only she herself would know. But the scientists of preservation have vanished, leaving their created Queen to walk alone. As you go by your mission, thinking not that you're stopping Thinking not that you're stopping a ruthless villain, but rather you're revealing and relieving a troubled soul of her burden. That's kind of forked. Alright, we understand now, both your reasoning and your feelings. Before we risk it, unless I'd like to know them, I'd like to know what she fights tooth and nail for. If we're going to reject someone's belief, let it be after we've come to understand them. This is a lesson I learned from the rite of secession. I realized we were pressed for time. I'm sorry with you and meet as many people as I can. You're truly good, just kitten. Well, calculations will take a while still. Should be fine if we do this as we proceed to the terminals. I'm with you. We might be able to learn everything, but it would nevertheless be meaningful if we could glimpse the heart of those who inhabit this place before we set them free. It's you then. When you finish, come find me at the fountain near the big clock tower. We split up and find some locals to speak with. Wonder if they'll meet Kyle's parents, like if they meet again. Go to the other place you should. Run along and enjoy it while you can. He's a little sensitive. Okay, that was a lot of words. Can I jump in here? Oh my god, I can't. Wow! Oh, it's so nice. We don't have fishes. Get the popcorn from that stall? No. Haven't? You know what you're missing. Consider myself something. I'm a gourmet. I'm a gourmet. Believe it or not, I say the classical cider. It's all the artists. Squeeze it. The best way is to try it once you have a mouthful. It's impossible to stop until it's on. How do you try that? Or do you just seek other stalls? There's lots of them everywhere, offering all manners of delights. I recognize you should off the top of my head the ice cream over by the volcano similar to. Oh my god. Think about it, it's giving me a hankering. I'm going over there to have some right now. Have fun. Part of me hopes that my parents are here too. That's probably too much to ask for. Hey, I was literally just thinking that, buddy. Hello there. Taking this as a canal town, are you both? My wife and I just adore this place. We got a strange in life, she and I. But being here gave us the chance to reconcile. Couldn't be more grateful for the chance to spend these blessed little moments together again. I have no regrets whether Her Majesty plan succeeds or not. I can rest in peace in my heart. Well, we shall continue on our way. I hope you see you again till next time. Wow, that's so interesting. Well, no, I don't believe I've seen you around before. Newcomer, I take it? It's wonderful here, let me tell you. I just bumped into a dear friend in life, and we've been rolling away the hours reminiscing. I might have been... What? It might have been more like days actually. You don't get the sense of time here. By the way, did you hear the announcement earlier? As much as I love this place, I wonder if Sweden can really sustain us forever. So there's no worries worrying about such things. Anyway, thanks to you, we found a break in a conversation. We'll go ride the gondola next. Have fun! Ugh. So glad we're together again. Oh, this is really sweet. Just the concept of it. Welcome, welcome. Have a browse and let me know when you're ready to order. Here, I'll use recommendation as well, I take it. Yeah. I don't like popcorn, I'm not gonna eat it. I've been wondering what the Endless do for sustenance, so it seemed a good opportunity to learn. First time eating, is it? Food here is created using Aether and memory data. To us, it tastes just like the real thing. How about it? Would you care for some popcorn? Let's give it a try, shall we? Nodders. That's the spirit. Find a table you like and I'll bring it right to you. Lest you worry, there's no charge. All the food here is free. Food created with memory data. I wonder how this will taste to the living. Oh. How will it taste to the living, I wonder. I say there's only one way to find out. Eat it, Brody. Ew. Simple handful of popcorn roll. It has texture. You can detect no taste whatsoever. Because it tastes like nothing at all. Dawntrail the food expansion, bro. It's amazing. Never had such tasty popcorn. Not our bestseller for nothing. What about you? It's fantastic. I started watching Newcomers Eat for the first time. Just like the people who ever keep the communal spill, the delight of smell is exactly the same. You're accustomed to it again anytime. Thank you for the popcorn. There cries a young man come by near the canal. He was appeared to be searching for something rather frantically. Did you perchance see him too? Nah. No? Must say I'm curious as what has me flustered. You help me look for the fellow. Yeah. Anything. I think close here before I saw him. Seems no longer in the vicinity. Let's keep looking. Whatever it is that troubles him, perhaps we can be of assistance. I claim to know exactly how the Endless behave, but hopefully our man has not gone far. I would split up a search for him. He's imposing things. All that was for her. I don't know what that means. Maybe Elven? Oh my god, Bucky's! I don't really need to get after 100 years of what should happen. What's the matter? My apologies. I'm in some haste. I got something to say, make it brief. What's wrong? Who are you looking for? Notice I seem trouble. You've been looking for me? What kind of souls you are? I lost something important. The engagement ring intended for my beloved. A lanky monkey-like fiend stole it from me. After running hither and there, hither and thither, managed to locate the beast and E_, but I'm uncertain how I should get the ring back. Once I might have considered fighting for it, but given the shortage of ether, the danger is simply too great. If I were to be struck down, my essence dispersed, I am not likely to be remade for a long time. At risk that after my beloved has finally been given form again after 100 years. Though it pains me to do so, I still give up on the ring, but I thank you for your kind concern. Okay. What do you go? Is there something else? Here you go. Good heavens, this is the ring you took it back from the beast? Thank you ever so much. Ah. Just here to resolve the situation. This was when you first noticed me. I owe you my gratitude as well. You, Clacy? Oh, whoa. Well, that is It's cause surgeries indeed. To be meet here. No more sweethearts in life. I died young. She may follow me decades later. Even our union wasn't to be. So they ate their shortages. Mean that everyone could be recreated. To wait until what? I have to wait until but recently to see her again. Being beyond death, such a thing would be possible here, I suppose. I seemingly arrived. A lot of memories are stored in the terminals. Less than 1 in 10 of us have been given form at the present. Sorry, I'm like passing out a bit. Might be time to wash out. Lay in bed. Attempted to do stuff on my phone. Wake up 6 hours later, realizing that I wasn't able to do my phone stuff. Myself have been reincarnated 3 times now. Each time there seems to be fewer of us. It's really a miracle that my beloved and I can meet. Oh, given the circumstances, the Those are the chances of existing currently with an acquaintance would be some none, and so still even with this. So still even for loved one. What? As I decided what I felt to do in life, ask her for her hand. With her regulator, she was spared the days of the sadness of my death. Even so, never took a man for the rest of her days. Another man. She told me she told me that although she could remember me afterwards, she could never shake the feeling that some precious have been part of her life is faithful. This ring represents a yearning I have long I know full well it's like a construct, like these bodies of ours. Part of me wonders if this is wrong. Not that I like this to exist forever, even this one. What to be with one I love once again and make her happy. However wrong this world may be, I have nothing but gratitude for seeing. What? Sorry. Excuse me, I should go and make the proposal. I've made her wait long enough as it is. Too much of a piece, but this is my token of thanks. Token of my thanks. Sorry. Tickets? For the gondola, to ensure that horse reserve, we must observe the proper way of doing things here. It's very much the Queen's theme to make it so, is it not? Take care, my friends, and see to it you have no regrets. It's about the time that you're generous, or what do you say? Pick up by gondola. Except it would be possible it won't be possible to do so once the terminal has been shut down. Oh, you wanna sit on a romantic gondola ride with me? Sorry that took so long. I was actively losing consciousness. I think I'm going to end very soon. We'll push up at any time and think I would need board. No, I think I might end up with that. Oh, this is not across from each other. Ooh.
Do you remember what I said to you before all this? That life is a series of journeys, that you must be true to yourself, for indeed, there's no telling what awaits. I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't expect to behold such sights. The future is as fluid as the water beneath us, truly. Tell me, my friend, have you ever wished to be reunited with someone who has passed away? I have. I do. But I think, above all else, I wish that they had lived. If only for one more day. Just one more day. A joyous one, if I could choose. I did all that I could to make it happen. I tried everything, and spared nothing. In that manner, I was able to keep some few souls out of harm's way, but so many were beyond my power to save. What would I have done then, had I this? And you? Can you imagine yourself spending eternity here, knowing no loss?
Nice to chat with you again, my friend. It feels as though it's been some time. Oh, Pookie. Anyone wish this dear to them a long and happy future. Here's the burning of this desire for all her subjects. Oh, we have people we cannot lose. And get to the fountain via yonder bridge. You just walk away from me. We weren't done talking. We'll call it here. It's been 16 hours and I am passing out on my desk. So oh, cause I'm in the wilderness. Whatever. Okay. Oh. Sorry. I tend to push it too far. Got a little incoherent there. My bad. Good night. See you next time. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. Goodbye. You'll be good. Okay. I just find somebody to host, but I'm gonna let my brain rest. Okay. Okay. Good night.